So after the system copy, what we have to do after the system copy? Okay. After the system copy, so system is ready, right? System, you build the new system. Then immediately you need to add the system into the STMS landscape. Then you need to set the operational modes, Then so check the, so it means you need to register the system and register the system in SLD, SLD landscape. So SLD, you need to register the system into the SLD RZ70, SLD API cust. You need to do that one. The main thing is the apply the license. Yes, license. You need to apply the license. Then so HANA DB license also. Suppose it is HANA DB license also. You have to apply it. So then so you need to register the register the system in register the system in SAP, register the system in SAP marketplace, right? So then generate the licenses and all those things. So apart from that, so take the full DB backup, full DB DB backup, and run the SGen execution. So and if you want to adjust, we want to adjust. So parameters or anything, parameters. So you can adjust it. If you want to adjust the parameters, you can adjust it here, right? And also, and also, and what are the other things like license, registering the system in the SLD, STMS configurations, right? So then if any transports import, if you want to import if any transport imports, we can do it. Suppose some transports we have to import it. So those transport imports we have to take it. Then, so OS level. So in case if required, if required, update kernel and apply the, so means a root kernel, just apply the kernel, that's it. So and so in case why, because during the installation time you will give the different kernel, maybe to align with the other systems you need to update the kernel. Then if required you can update the kernel as well. Transport imports, SGen. So backups. Then what next? Then so the regular configuring the regular backups. So regular backups you need to configure, automatic backups, regular automatic backups tools you have to configure, regular backups configuration, backup tools configurations. So then after that, so monitoring in case of, we won't come in case of any issues. So daily means health checks, technical health checks. So we can do the technical health checks, then hand over the system to the business, hand over the system to, so business here. So this is what we have to. So business means, so that from here onwards, so they will do the validations, checks, and everything. They will take care of our part here. But before that, as our technical steps after the system copy, STMS, operational modes, maybe if you want to adjust. So then profiles, imports. So there are a lot of things, many things we have to do it. So maybe if I talk about the some more technical checks means here like RZ10, we have to profiles import, then DBA cockpit we have to so adjust the this one, and also ST03 n the load history, and we have to delete the old one and we have to configure, then release jobs, right? And also release jobs and queues. So we have to do all kind of things here, right? So many things will come. So normal our things, release the jobs here. So release the queues, activate the queues, SMQ or SMQS, and ST03 load history, DBA cockpit, and so we can check the DB connect jobs and everything here. So RZ10 profile imports. So these are the things we can perform it in the systems here, right? So these are the after the system copy, we have to take care of these parts. So most of the main things we have covered it here. Okay. So any other questions, anyone?
Is it similar to system refresher?
Yeah, system refresh. Yeah, similar to the system refresh only. System refresh, already existing system. If you have already existing system is there. So suppose like you have the development, quality, and production. So then you take the copy of this backup and you are restoring it on the existing system. Then before the whatever the configuration is there, you need to take the pre-steps. Then post steps we have to perform it here. It's similar to system refresh only. This is a system copy. Why? Because we don't have any system here. Just you are using this backup, you are building a new system here. You are building a new system here. That is the system copy. Any other questions, anyone?
Sir, can you please explain, like when our system goes down, so what are the steps or what is the action we have taken?
So system goes down in case of system is stopped status or system is stopped or system went down suddenly. Then immediately we need to check the so we need to check the what went wrong. So maybe one of the our troubleshooting directory is called the work directory. You can log into the work directory and from there just to open the your work directory, check what happens. Really system is down or if system is up or work process are free. So what's exactly happening in the system? Then you can find out. So but system is down. We can see all system is down, dispatcher, everything is down. Just check in the dispatcher. Why? Because dispatcher can able to stop the remaining work process here. If in case dispatcher receive the stop signal from any message server or ASS instance, immediately it will go stop signal here. Right? So then if you go with this one, you will come to know the before starting the system, best take the backup of the some log files here. Maybe entire work directory log files, you can take the backup here. Work directory. So log files, you can take the backup here. Right? So this one will give you the some clear picture why system went down. So if you see here, delete the network error of the client. So DP logged in. So someone SAP practice to there is a IP. So there is a network error. You can see the some network errors in the system. So network error, KP jump server. Okay. So then we can see some network related errors in the system. Automatically terminated, automatically terminated. So you can see the some signal errors, signal for stop signal, something like that. So if you see some type of stop signal, it was either manually stopped by our guys or so either some other process got initiated the stop signal here. So based on that, we need to investigate it here. Main thing is the dev underscore dispatcher log can help you the main. And if you go to the availability dot log file here, you can find out the some information when it was available here, when it was unavailable for some time here, 2 minutes it is unavailable here yesterday. So then what happened in this 2 minutes? Like suppose example 7:18, 7:18 yesterday, 7:18 system went down here 7:18. So then check 718, any logs are generated here, 718 related logs here. There is SAP start SRV, there is a kill symbol. So there is a, maybe if you open the any one of the work process here, so suddenly why it got happened, right? System went down, why suddenly yesterday. So then if you check on this button, so you will get to know some information here, right? Some information why it went down and so you will come to know the some information 719. So 718 system went down. So we need to check the before logs. So there are the multiple reasons, but some of the common reasons will be, so there is a while system if any high priority loads in the system. So message server and dispatcher always communicate. In case of high priority loads, then so the application server is not responding because of the high priority load, then message server will assume, oh, my application server is went down, then immediately what will happen? So immediately it will send the stop signal to the dispatcher. Dispatcher will stop the all the work process in the system. So that what it will happen sometimes. So if any load in the high priority loads in the system, or so something is happened in the system dispatcher or something is, if the connection is broken between the ASCS and your application server, or uh, sometimes what happens due to the high memory usage, sometimes it will go to the long, because of the long running jobs, your memory usage go to the 100%. So then immediately there is no scope to run the system, right? If the 100% process will not run, then immediately system will hung status. If the system is hung, application server is hung, immediately the message server will send the, why? Because message server will ping and wait for the ping pong, which means message server will ping the to application server. If nothing is received, then pong is not received, then message server will initiate the stop signal of the application server. Then dispatcher will stop, and dispatcher will stop the remaining work process in the system. That what it happen in the systems. So multiple reasons we can say, but the main troubleshooting steps are like you need to check the profile directories, okay, then work directory and kernel directories, exe directories. So these are the must and should be available status, open status. Sometimes happens kernel directory will be deleted or unmounted. Then in this case, your system will not function. So that is the main thing.
So what are the steps or what are the actions we can take on that?
I explained it, right? We need to check the log files, and we
Yeah.
based upon the log file, so we can take the action. Again, if you are asking what are the steps we have to take, it means what I have to tell now. What are the steps means, suppose, but which scenario you say, like suppose system is down due to the memory issues, then take the work
Yeah,
directory
that's
backup. Okay. So as part of the troubleshooting, then go to the MMC, then so just start the system, then hand over the system to the business, then go to the work directory. Step now. So then check the log files. Why the memory issue? Memory issue is caused by the, are there any long running jobs? Then why? Because without starting the system, you cannot do check anything. If it's a long running jobs or what happened in the system, then we can log into the system. So then you can go to ST03N load, you can check it out. You can check the ST03N load, you can check it out. So here there is no load, no jobs are running. Then what I can check here? Nothing. So then that's your responsibility. You guys are responsibility to check the system health status. So you guys are, even I multiple times I told you guys to do the monitoring and everything, but nothing. Fine. So here we need to check what's happening and what happened in the few hours back and few minutes back. So what jobs are, is there any long running things are happened in the system? So like, is there any long running, suppose like there is a one report got executed, table inconsistency check, consistency check job, which is executed the very longer time, who executed? So okay, because of this job, so this caused the high response time, high memory causes. So like that we can check it out, and which time frame your system got down. So based on the all the investigations, we can take it to the next step here. Right? There is no common steps. As I said, like, so depends upon the issue. There are the multiple factors will cause the system down situation. So, but the common troubleshooting steps are like, we need to check all the areas, like whether are there any memory bottlenecks in the system, CPU bottleneck, are there any file system got 100% full. So like if it's 100% full, then we need to clear and we need to increase it. The memory, then what are the top CPU, top memory process are consuming the memory. If you go to the OS level, check the task manager or Linux, go to the top command, you will get the top contributors. Then you will see the all kind of things. Then based upon the which process and we need to kill that process, or we need to stop it, or we need to investigate why that process is consuming the lot of memory. If it is the background jobs, we need to check why the background jobs are running from longer time. So what happened in the previous status here, previous run, is it short duration or longer duration? So why this duration is very longer time? Then we need to check the are there any changes in the variant? Are there any changes in the web program? So we need to check all the areas here. So main common directory, work directory, you need to take the backup. Why? Because each and everything will be recorded into the work directory only. Take the work directory recordings, so log files, then check the in which timestamp we got the error. So one of the important step is the dev underscore dispatcher, dev underscore message server, and dev underscore work process logs. Are there any other logs are generated in the during that time here 718? So then during that time, is there any other logs are generated in the system? So we need to check all the areas. Then only we will come to know the one conclusion. Oh, because of this issue, we system went down because of the load, high priority, because of the long running queues, long running things only system went down. Then only we can come to one conclusion here.
Yeah, so that's what I wanted to ask, because in interview they will ask like, what are the actions you have taken when you find out the reason of the system went down. So
Okay.
what are the actions after
Yeah.
checking the logs? What have you done? So that's what I wanted to
Yeah,
ask.
there are the multiple factors here. If I keep on telling, then 1 or 2 hours I can keep on telling the say different
Mm.
methods and different tells. But there are the multiple
Yeah.
factors we can investigate it. There are the common things is mainly work directory backup. We have to take it out, keep it aside. Then we can investigate it after the system is up. Then we can check the system logs, ST22 dumps, and in all the areas we can troubleshoot it. Yeah.
Sir, one more thing.
And sir,
If
system
the
installation, TMS configuration, and system copy, these three things we can tell as a part of implementation, right?
Yeah, as part of the implementation, system builds and also involved in the client calls and system builds, client configurations, and also client copies and post installation activities like TMS configuration, profile adjustments. So this kind of things you can tell as part of the implementations.
Okay.
hi, sir.
Yeah, hi.
Sir, growing every day. So, what are the action we need to do to it, sir? Like like we do some archiving and is right. So, can you explain that?
Which one?
There is some table will grow every day, right? That we will check.
Not one sum table. There are many tables will grow. Many transactional tables will grow daily basis.
Yes, sir. That can you explain that? So, what are the action we can take? It
As
is
a bit,
growing every day.
if the tables are growing every day, so maybe check the cleanup jobs. There are some cleanup jobs, standard cleanup jobs. So that will
Uh,
clean up the standard things, but it's not the standard cleanup jobs and logs related things. It's related to the some transactional log real data is saving means. So as a best practice as archiving methods, there are some archivings we can implement it in our systems here. Archiving and deletions, so that every company there is a retention period of data. So suppose 7 years, 10 years, maybe depends upon the depends upon the method we can do the archiving. So archiving we can execute it here, archiving. So based upon this archiving, so based upon this, so we can clean up the which tables or which objects. There are streams in the archiving also. They are the basis objects, basis technical objects means change docu, work item, BCDB log, then FI, CO, and MM. So MM and also the OTC, the OTC related things, and also SD related tables, OTC related tables, MM related. There are the multiple 28 objects, 30 objects are there, functional objects. So using this archiving concept, we can estimate how many records are there in the table. So maybe if you go to the SE11, so we can check the table entry. Otherwise, if you go to the system level Tana, if you execute the Tana values, Tana. So the Tana, if you go to the Tana transaction code, the table analysis, so we can do the analysis of the Tana here, which table? So CD, HD, R. So then, so we can do the analysis here, archiving objects. So standard analysis, we can execute it. So we can analyze it here. So how many entries are there in the table? So this will comes under the basis table. So same as like some other tables. So we can calculate it, how much data. So how much data, how many entries are, 9 entries are there in this table here, right? So like that, so 9 entries are there in this table. So there is a table, CDHDR table, how many entries are there? 9 entries. If you do the archiving, so this 9 entries will be archived here. So like that, so we can do the investigations. So not only this one, suppose if you take the one more table here, so CD pos, this is also standard table. It will do the analysis, CD pos. This is also 7 records are there here in these records also. So then like that, so these are the small tables. If you go to the BKPS, BKPS, so BKFS, BKPS, I think, yeah. So this is
Sir, BKPF కదా?
BKPF, yeah, BKPF. So FICO table. This is one of the finance table, right? It will lot of data. BKPF. Okay, this is a network system, right? When we go to the ECC, then we will get the more records in the ECC. So BKPF data. So like that, if you start so the Tana, then we will come to know how many records are there. Then we can use the SARA transaction or SARI transaction. So we can come to know so you can see the BKPF, how many records, nothing is there here. So like that, we can investigate it here, SARA sales. So but because we don't have any data, that's why it's saying that, so no data here, right? So we can go to the SARA or normal transaction code, find out the right archiving object, then we can schedule the archiving jobs and everything we can find out here. We can schedule the archiving jobs and everything we can find out. So this kind of things we can do it. So check so suppose like change document. This is the change document here. Change documents. Then run the right jobs here. What is the variant? So variant we have to create it here. So go to the variant. We have to create the one variant here. 11th month 21. Then what type of data you want to, so what type of entries you want to delete it here. Then suppose like last 10 years data. So then last 10 years data, we want to delete it here. So then we can keep it, the list. Then, then star. So then we can execute the variant. We can give the variant. Normally we do this kind of things in the archiving projects. So then we will start the job. So it will clean up the entries, table entries, it will be clean up. But there is a separate procedure. It's not, we need to do the multiple analysis. Client should be agree. Why? Because the table entries you are deleting from the system, right? Table entry you are deleting from the system. Then we can go to the system. Then what is the change document? So still it is the active. See, it is active. The job submitted, the right jobs are still running status here. You can see. So 0 of 0 object job finished. So right jobs are still active. So it is finished. Then if you see the spool, then you will come to know how many records are deleted, how many objects are deleted from the data system level. You will come to know. So based on that, like that, we need to do the So analysis, archiving and everything we have to perform it here. So main thing is the archiving. Archiving things we have to perform it. There is a special project, we will call it as the archiving project. In that archiving project, we will move the old data to our open text or some other tools. We will move it here. ILM or open text, we will move the data to the that procedures.
So that some tables we will do our housekeeping, and some tables will some tables we only have that logs, and some tables has actual data. So that how to check that, sir? Which table has the log or which table has the data? That
That normal basis tables, the cleanup tables like basis related like CD, POS and CD, HDO, HDR. These are the some cleanup tables we can do that one. So normal background jobs related table and some change documents related tables. Then some of the our tracking related tables. Those are the some tables we can find out those tables. So then remaining some of the functional tables, the business tables are there. Those tables we need to have the business confirmation, business commitments and everything to delete the data. So basis tables, basis objects, those things we can do that one. Few tables like background jobs, E070 related things and background job TBTC star tables and our ST22 dumps related like snap table and system logs, SM21 related logs, then SLG1, SLG2 related logs here. So these things we can do the cleanup, regular cleanups we can perform it. But business related tables we cannot do it. That's required a lot of approvals here. So we can identify. So based upon the maybe header information, if you know the table name, based upon the header information, we can find out what this table is related to and what.
sir, you can so for example, you can check that Conde table. Conde, there's one table, right? That
Which table?
Conde, CONDA.
Okay, what is this table is for? There are a lot of
So
tables
it's
are there. Lot of tables. There are like lakhs of tables are there in that. What is this table? CONDA. I don't know what is this.
underscore, I think underscore. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can see the short text. Based upon the short text, we can find out other information. What is this table? What is some of the workflow log files, SWW tables, workflows. These tables we can do the cleanup, workflows, pools. So those tables we can do the simple cleanups. Those are the technical tables. So functional related things we cannot do that cleanups. Those require the functional analysis.
Okay, so then SFORM storage that you can check. Functional table.
Yes.
SFORM storage.
Yes.
SFORM, FORM.
Is it a
SFORM.
table?
Yes.
There are a lot of tables. As I said, like maybe it may be one of the table. There, yes, FOC na
SFORM. RM, FORM.
S form.
SFORM storage.
Output management, channels, output scope. There are a lot of things are there. Maybe if you go to DB02, DBA cockpit and go to the large tables, top tables, you can find out instead of searching one by one. If you go to the space, take the large tables here, then you will come to know what are the tables are very large size and so we can do the some cleanup related things for those tables. Yeah, repo SRC object, we cannot do this one. DD, this is a cluster pool tables and SMICM, this we can do it. And E070, that is the normal table only. So remaining and all standard tables only. Standard tables, we cannot do it. Only the business tables, functional related, our technical related things, we can do the cleanup. So yeah, these things. SNAP, snap. Standard one. Make sure standard tenants means our standard jobs are up and running. Standard jobs are released. It's running fine. That is the one thing. Which system is this? Which system I logged in? Oh, ECD. Okay. Okay. Any other questions, anyone? So you can take this time. So no problem. We can explain Monday from Anna classes. Monday onwards, regular classes. So if you want anything, you can just ask me.
Sir, one of the user was not able to access his favorite items.
Favorite items.
Yeah, from GUI.
From GUI, from the login pad, is unable to access his favorites.
Yes.
So maybe the favorites got updated, or the favorites, we can also create the common favorites here. We can also create it here. We can also add the things into the favorites. So maybe a wrong selection after the upgrade, some of the favorites will be invalid. So that times we have to change that one. We have to check whether it is valid or not. So then we can update it. We can ask them to remove and add it again. That kind of
There is no chance of getting back them
favorites are not working. Means you when he click the favorites, it's not opening. You mean to say?
no. Uh, like after a restart, he all his favorites were disappeared. He
Okay,
previously
maybe
used
his
to
profile
access
got reset. Maybe his profile got reset it here. There are the two menus here in SAP. One is the user menu. Second one is the user menu and SAP menu. User menu, that is the user related menus and everything will be. So in case of the user profile got reset, sometimes that can cause this type of issues here. SAP menu, user menu. So that type of things will cause the